So
you finally come back to the park. What are you saying, brother?
What about your friend David Coffin?
oh no, who's that? Is that Raspect?
What about your friend David Coffin?
Oh God, man.
What about your friend David Coffin?
Where's the time?
What, you saying David Coffin one of your friends though?
I don't even know who David Coppin is.
You don't know who David Coffin is? He's one of them DFLA guys that comes down, man.
Yeah, but I don't know him personally. I've only said hello to him.
Yeah, well, you rode with him, innit? You're affiliated.
I've not rode with the man.
You're affiliated.
You're mad I'm affiliated with him.
Stop lying. Stop lying.
Dude, that's not me saying that you're affiliated with, I don't know, you're affiliated with, you're affiliated with Suleiman and them lot.
No, because David Coppin comes with the DFLA and the veterans and them, man.
Hold up, but that doesn't mean I know him.
No, but you're saying you're bringing down these individuals and he rolls with these individuals.
I said that, and I've said it again to the police, I said to BC Barnes, if I feel unsafe here, if I'm going to bring down certain individuals that support me, I'll bring them down.
But when you said that to the police, they said that they'll...
No, the police said they won't ban me. I've got it officially today.
No, the police said that
they said it. No, at first, I'll say it on camera. I'll say it on camera again.
You said to the police, I don't need any protection.
I'll say it again. I said to PC Bond that was out of order. I say now, if I'm not feeling safe, and I said it to him today, I will bring down whoever I want. So he agreed he will not ban me. Now today, how many productive?
No, he will not ban you if you don't. Just because you don't feel safe. That's.
No, he's agreed that if I don't feel safe and I need support, I'm okay to do it, and he won't ban me. He's told me that straight.
Okay to do what?
So let me say something. How many constructive conversations do we have today?
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, like, I'm adjusting my behaviour as well. I had a conversation with him. So it's going to take time. No. What I'm saying, today we talk about depression, alcoholism.
No, he done well today.
We talked about Indian history, pre-Islam and Sikhism. And also, we only towards the end we had a bit of hostility because obviously we got into grooming. So other than that,
you're not vouching for David Coppin though.
I've spoken to David Coppin like once.
Yeah, but remember,
do you like racist individuals? Just say that, yes or no.
No, I don't like racist individuals.
You know he's part of a racist.
If he's a racist, then I'll denounce the man. Let me say something to camera. Let me say something to camera. I'm going to say it straight. I don't follow no one blindly. If you can show me that Tommy Robinson's a racist, I'll denounce him.
All right, good.
Simple as that. No man controls me. Yeah? Simple as that. You show me the proof, I will denounce the man.
So if I show you the organisations that he's connected to that are racist, and David Coppin...
Yeah, then I'll denounce him.
If we're talking about grooming gangs, David Coppin's here supporting you, and you're talking about Muslim grooming gangs, but David Coppin's close associate is in jail for molesting a 10-year-old girl right now.
Yeah, you need to show the evidence, man.
Yeah,
and then when he comes in, we'll confront him.
I'll do the show.
Because I'm not...
what about Pat? He can't condemn the killings of innocent people by the IRA, and you had it on your show.
What about the Nazi salute?
Gerard McNamara.
I don't know about that.
What about the salute, bro?
Gerard McNamara. Man, I did that. That's my speciality. That's my speciality, Jugglia.
What about this brother doing Nazi thing, bro?
A lot of people is some people innocent.
Jugglia means shit stirring.
I want to know about it.
Stirring a pot with a big chumcha.
You got to tell you about it.
I know, look at that chumcha. Why don't you read the chumcha next time?
I don't know if there was I
big
personally don't know from
chumcha.
history whether there was innocent deaths. I know they went straight with it.
Keep it good though, don't worry. That's why he's discussion, isn't it? You always like feeling like that.
I condemn that.
Yo, tell him about the salute he was doing, man. We want to get to that. The video of him doing that salute.
He's doing Jugglia now.
Was that bad humour or what?
It was a joke.
Wasn't that bad
humorous joke that I was trying to show the absurdity of me being an Indian. It may be bad. It doesn't mean I was a nice. It may be bad and it may be silly. It might even be offensive. But what I was trying to show is the absurdity of me going like this. I'm Hitler. Yeah, how stupid it is to associate me with Nazis. I will say again, anybody you can prove concretely are associated with Nazis, they are nothing to do with me, and I denounce these people.
But most of these far-right groups are associated to Nazis in some way.
Look,
this is the thing. Look, the people that you're messing with, it's like most of them are from that cut, like they're like cut from that cloth. Like there's a link. Like one of them rose with this one, and this one was in this one's organisation. Like these DFLAs and Veterans Against Terrorism, like they on their own page you can see they like pages, and if you go into the pages they like, there's KKK.
Exactly.
Well, you're gonna have to prove that.
No, I proved it.
Well, you're gonna have to prove it with concrete evidence. Right, cool. I've not seen it.
All right.
Gerard McNamara, who's Pat O'Donnell, didn't prove nothing to me.
Yeah, but you didn't let him. You didn't let him.
No. Hold on.
Yeah, you and Manny.
This is the guy saying you've done that to us.
No, I've never done that to you.
You went into our show and chucked off Betty.
Yeah.
Big up Betty.
Definitely when she was cutting man off.
Yeah,
I'm saying Pat was talking and he didn't even get 2 minutes. Of a conversation, and
can I say something?
You lot really controlled the narrative.
Can I say something? He decided to leave himself.
Yeah, because you kept on muting.
No, we muted him once.
Are you willing to have a talk with him next week?
Yeah, I will have a talk with him because I want to know.
Come on my show. I'll be fully fair.
Hold on. I want to know this year because the thing is that he said to me last week. He said that white nationalism, is the most dangerous thing. But from my understanding, he's an Irish nationalist, and he's part of the Republican movement. His website, Crimes of Britain, is about the Irish movement and the thing. So what I'm trying to say to you,
put that into historical context, Remember, when they're not imperialists. When Britain, was colonizing the whole world, and then when they was calling their own white counterparts Irish, as like the white niggers, when they were saying no blacks, no dogs, no Irish, this is what he's talking about. So the Irish people, I have to say, they did not get involved in the colonialism of the world. So their nationalism wasn't based upon them oppressing other people. When you're talking about white skin,
so let me have that privilege.
What I'm saying is they didn't use that in order to oppress other people. That was what Britain done.
Can I just clarify? Let me clarify something here. The IRA in its inception, like most organisations, started with good intentions. They wanted to free their homeland from British rule and colonialism. I have no issue with that, with the original IRA, Michael Collins and people like that. But when it started going into terrorism in the 80s and 90s, that's when I got to condemn them. The thing that I have a problem with Pat O'Donnell isn't the fact that he supports his country and the freedom for his country. Is that when he comes to Speaker's Corner, he was disingenuous. He didn't tell me that he believed this. He was trying to pretend that he was fighting for the Muslims, fighting for this. But he did.
You superimposed that. Or maybe. And you said he was Muslim.
Maybe.
You said he was.
But he was.
Then you said he was Antifa. You superimposed your beliefs upon him.
I will say one thing though. He never answered. I asked him. One thing he said to me. One of the problems with the far left are people like himself.
He's not left.
Oh, he may not be left, but his kind of ideology. His kind of ideology, in my opinion, is racist in terms of the bigotry of low expectations. Now, a lot of people on that ideology. Now, let me explain why. Because I said to him, he said to me, "Oh, the people you hang around with are nationalists, white nationalists," and I was like, "All right." I didn't know he was an Irish nationalist. Then he said, "Oh," I said, "All right," and there's Indian nationalists. And in India, the Indian nationalists are killing people, like the BJP and RSS.
They're terrorists.
But he said to me, an Indian can't be as dangerous as a white nationalist. They can. So that is, and I've got that on camera. But to him,
1 minute. Let's put this into historical context.
So that is a racist.
One. Pat's from this country just like everyone else. Anyone here that's not from Indian descent, do you know about BJP? Do you know about any Indian nationalists killing anyone? We here, unless we know about that culture, we have no knowledge. I have no. 1 minute. I have no knowledge of any Indian people, Indian nationalists.
Does.
1 minute. No, you can't say he does.
No, he does because I know. I've been on his website. I've been on his website. He knows who Bhagat Singh is. He knows about the Indian nationalist movements. He knows who's Autumn Singh is.
Slow down. You can't superimpose what he knows. Anyway, when we're talking about white nationalism, we have to start at chattel slavery, where a group of people decided to say a whole nother race was 3/5 of a human being. So when he says it's not dangerous like that, what he's saying is that Indians, under their nationalism, have never done this. Chinese, under their nationalism, have never done this. Black people, under their nationalism, have never done this. Right up until the 60s, white nationalism, the main front for it was KKK. Which was an oppressive movement that was killing and burning down black people's homes. Black nationalism rose up because of that white nationalism. What did black nationalism look like? Black Panther Party, fighting against oppression. So what he's saying is, when we've seen white nationalism in a historical context, it has been an oppressor. But when we've seen other nationalisms, well, I can talk about black nationalism, I can't talk about Indian nationalism, but it's probably been up and down. But black nationalism, I can say it's always been a response to oppression.
All right, can I say something? As of today, Indian nationalism is more dangerous than white nationalism. Because in India, you have the RSS and the BJP, which is the far-right Indian National Party, which is oppressing minorities physically.
But you know
so you know that as Muslims.
Okay,
Muslims are one of the most. But in the UK,
are still not out of the country.
But what I'm trying to say,
military bases are everywhere.
But what I'm trying to say is that the reason why I have a problem with this individual is not because of his views. He has a right to be upset with the British in terms of the way Ireland was treated. My problem was with him, he was disingenuous when he was speaking to me. He didn't tell me his crimes are Britain, that he has a website dedicated to all the crimes of the UK. Okay. He does not have any, if you look at his particular, this is how far he is in terms of his support of IRA, or not IRA, the Sinn Féin. He believes Jerry Adams and Martin McGuinness are traitors.
Okay.
For signing the Stormont Good Friday Agreement.
For signing the peace
treaty, he doesn't want peace in Ireland. So
I don't think he wants peace. I think he wants the whole of Ireland to be Irish.
But what I'm trying to say is that I don't
full sovereignty.
I don't mind that. I don't mind. What I'm trying to say, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. But he's accusing people I know. Yeah, like Richard Inman, big up Richard Inman and Ray and them lot.
Mind who you're bigging up because
no, come on, I'm saying
the information that came out this morning.
Richard Inman, big up Richard Inman. As of today,
I'm letting you know.
As of now,
I'm letting you know that the information that came out this morning.
As of now, Richard Inman, big up Richard Inman.
That name is bona fide involved in some real racist organisation.
Let me say something. People,
you know who they're involved with. You go into Richard Inman's Facebook and you can go down and you can see, you can click onto the flutes on his Facebook. And then when you go into this flutes page, then you see white KKK members, and you see them giving reverence to the British loyalists.
This is facts.
This is facts. I've seen this morning.
Hold on. I need to show the hypocrisy. So somebody, I don't want to go. I know Richard Inman, and I don't want to talk about him too much at this precise moment. But the thing is, he needs to speak for himself. Hopefully, he can come on a live chat. This individual, may be pro-UK, might even be pro-loyalist, but so is Pat O'Donnell.
No,
he's pro-Republican, and he is you can oppress, but when you start,
you have to differentiate. Even though you can say the oppressed can do wrong actions, I'll agree with that. But you cannot equate the two. Yeah, when you have an oppressor nation and the oppressed nation, you cannot equate the two. When someone's a supporter of the oppressors, that means they're still supporting the problem. Yeah. When someone's a supporter of the oppressed, sometimes when you're oppressed, you don't know any other way to deal with it. You don't feel like the people trying the peaceful way are getting anywhere, so you're able to get more clout. Now, I don't agree with the terrorism, but what I'm saying is that differentiation has to be made.
All right, so this is the line I'm going to draw with Pat O'Donnell. I want him to condemn the terrorism. If he condemns that, good. He's got a legitimate right to condemn him, because if he's condemning that, then he's being fair. Right? That's the line. That's the line. Because I've spoken to Richard Inman. He disagrees with all of that as well. And I can't say too much because I don't want to disclose. It's up to him to disclose. But with these allegations, it will have serious real-life consequences. Attributing him to these neo-Nazi loyalist groups. It ain't some kind of like silly kind of little games anymore. This is why I was annoyed with the guy. Now, if he wants to speak to us, we'll have a live chat. Maybe we'll do it like a joint one between our show and your show, and we can get him on there. But it has to be mediated properly, because whenever you go on, it's a shouting match. And I also am part of the problem as well. I tend to get aggressive, and I'm not going to do that anymore.
You was riled up that day, then you chucked him off.
The reason why I was riled up, because he's associating with people that I hate myself.
I get what you're saying, but you have to.
I don't like combat. I don't like combat 18
and all that. You're going to have to have a real debate. You're going to have to have a real conversation.
But you have to understand, combat 18, and EDL and DFLA and FLA and the Veterans Against Terrorism, they're like cousins. These are all cousin organisations. They're all related. Don't think you're moving with the DFLA and there ain't no combat 18. Because when the EDL went, when the EDL went, there was a void that had to be filled, and that was filled by the DFLA.
All right, first of all, I need to clarify something. I'm not affiliated in any way with the DFLA or the FLA.
But you keep saying hold them down.
Hold on. Yeah. When I said that I'm going to get support, whenever I said the word, I said support. I said the word support. I said the word support. Yeah. The support isn't an organisation. It's people I know as individuals. So when I phone up one individual,
just know that they're going to bring that organisation.
What I'm saying, I'm not. They do what they're going to do. But when I phone up an individual and I don't know, like they organise who they affiliated with, they are affiliated them with their personal ties.
Say there's no savage Muslims out there that's going to punch him in the face, though.
I love my Muslim brothers.
What, they are going to punch him in the face? Can't say you're meant to be scared for your life right now.
I'm not scared for my life. What I was trying to say is this, that if it gets to a point that people try to get me out of the park like last time, I have a right to come back and say, look, I got support.
This is where it things me, When you go home for like every day of the week, you're throwing out shots,
Yeah,
and then you expect to come here Sunday and no one talks to you.
Yes.
And you got like 300 people watching your show. So at least 30 people come and at least question you about it.
This is the thing, yeah.
I'm glad to transition you, though. No, I'm saying honestly, I'm glad to
when we had the meeting, yeah, it's been made very clear that any outside beefs coming into Speaker's Corner are going to be dealt with very hardly.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to squash beefs with people outside because I don't want it to infiltrate in here because I don't want to be banned. And that's just not me, it's you, it's everybody. If they start looking at a conversation on your live stream, because PC Bond's watching everything, trust me. He's monitoring my freaking phone, I think, as well, yeah? Because he said something to me today. PC Bonds, man, you better stop that, man.
Subscribe.
Big up the police, big up the police.
Super chat, subscribe.
Big up the police, cops to the ops. They're not really, man. Big up the police. But the thing is, yeah.
COE as well, blood.
But the thing is, yeah, like with this situation.
That's why your double standards. You see Raj, yeah?
It's a joke.
When he got to the park, yeah, he was like, oh yeah, I feel protected around gang, yeah. The minute we ran Tanner, he's like, I don't feel safe in the park anymore.
No.
Yeah? Raj is like, bigging up the police, bigging up the police. The minute the police tell him off, I don't like police. Hold on. I will say on that day, yeah, he watched cops saw the ops on that day for around 10 minutes. Trust me, I was furious with the police for like 10 minutes.
Right,
But
this is not
no, I'm always snitching. Snitch.
This is not a playground.
Tells of Randall.
Hold on.
So the thing is,
we've come to an agreement with PC Barnes at an hour meet with him today as well. And I've told him straight that if I feel like people are going to force me out, I'm not talking about any odor. I don't mind about grief. If you want to swear at me, you want to do this, it don't bother me.
9 times out of 10, I'm talking about to force you out. People like big guards and all that.
Yeah, but that day when I was happening, he was against me as well. But in the morning, he was trying to get me out.
If you're overly antagonising the situation,
you were chatting bare shit that time.
I know, but
even my friends, Raj, if I'm walking down the road and my friend just cussing everyone on the road and he gets into a fight, it's harder for me to back him.
All right, let me give you an example.
Because he's just going out of his way. If my friend's being real and honest and then he gets... It's straight up.
So let me explain.
If you keep it real with us, keep it real with you.
This is one of my main problems with Sarah. I felt like he was deliberately antagonising, going
You
out.
never heard me say something like that.
I get stabbed now.
So for me, hold on. The thing is,
like your brother Simon done. I can't fuck.
Alright, so the thing is, like with Sophia, she's not going to say that no more because we've come to an agreement that we don't want to say stuff like because we want to keep the past peaceful, yeah? So we've got to restrict certain things we will. One of the things is that even like last double week I said ban the burqa. I know that's too controversial. Yeah. So what I should have really said was, let's discuss the burqa. So I'm trying to adjust my behaviour as well, and everybody else needs to do it as well. It's not just me, because everyone seems to think it's all Raj's fault.
But you know that most of the behaviour of the people that are against you is because of what you're doing. So now, if you're changing that up, that will stop automatically.
No, I don't want it to change though. I like the heat.
No, but you said yeah, but then again, you said you like the heat.
Give me it.
And then when it comes, you're complaining about it.
Give me
it. But when it comes, you're starting to complain about it.
Now, what I'm saying is that my thing I'm complaining about is that look, if you're going to try and push me out the park, I have a right to come back the next week with whoever I want to.
Okay.
And that's going to happen.
You flee.
Unless I'm only
if you do that with racist organisation, know that you're going to be labelled as one of them.
What I'm trying to say to you,
if you their numbers can't
what I'm trying to say to you, it has to be that extreme.
But what if I start bringing my friends? He brings his friends.
Imagine you got your people that come off the back, yeah. Then you got the people that come off the back.
Imagine how many men are going to bring from my ends.
People off the back, and then people start calling people off the back.
But do you not understand how extreme? I'm saying if you push me out the park like last time,
ain't gonna push you out.
I'm just giving you an example because it happened once.
No, what happened once is you got heckled.
Yeah, and the police over it.
And when did he get heckled out of the park? When? After Tan got heckled out the park, and every day on his live stream, no one's forcing me out the park. No one's forcing me out the park. No one's forcing me out the park.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said I ain't playing that bullshit, Jizzy. You're mad. I'm telling you. That's what I was saying.
You see that statement?
But there is no Jizzy to be played here. What are you talking about?
It wasn't that time.
You don't care what's happening. But now he's balancing out.
You know Jizzy already though, back in the day.
If we got here different opinions, there's no point coming here.
Yeah, so
same time, there's no point of us going out of our way to antagonise people. There must be a balance that we can find in the fact that we've got our own opinions.
That's what I'm trying to do with him. I'm trying to keep it on a level.
And the thing is, even like I don't like restricting free speech, but there is a situation with a park now. If we don't start behaving, what will happen? They'll either over police it and ruin it, or they'll just shut it down at some point.
No one's stopping. No one comes saying whatever they want here, as long as you be respectful.
What I'm trying to say is,
don't come and antagonize people. Say it in a good way.
That's for everyone. That's for Muslims talking to Sikhs. That's for Sikhs talking to Muslims.
All of us.
That's for Rastas talking to Hebrews.
Bring up any subject you want. Be polite about it. Voice your opinion in a good way, and no one's going to get angry.
Because we're all trying to put forward like we've got some ideology that's better than the next man's. So if that doesn't show in our characters in the way we discuss with each other, then everything else we say is kind of dead and null and void. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're complaining about people over there and their mentality. But if whatever we do hold there to doesn't show better in the way we do.
So let me ask you a question. Why did you not come to the meeting then on Thursday?
Come on, man. I've got eyes and ears everywhere, man. I don't even need to.
Do that thing. What was he doing? What was he doing there?
Snip, 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 snip.
He came out with all these files, all these screenshots and that.
Dude, let me clarify something, yeah?
He printed off like 20 pages.
Let me clarify something. Hold on. Let me clarify something, yeah?
Hey, COE! Blood, what's this I heard about King? Yo, what's this I've been hearing about King and Queen of the Park? Are you having that?
Are
you having that, fam?
Sophia Luce is the Queen of the Park. Leon's the King.
Huh?
Are you having that, blood? No
Leon's
way.
the King. I appointed them.
Homecoming king and shit.
Yeah, I appointed them.
No authority in the park.
I got authority. I did it.
Now Leo's happy that he filmed him. Leo's like, so why not give this guy a platform for?
I gave him an opportunity yesterday to denounce that thing. He said, nah, you can't do that.
Blood, man, automatically denounced.
So do you want to be the king?
Are you mad?
You want to be the king?
That kingship. Yo, I ain't paying that kingship. Are you mad?
Simon's the king and the king.
Yeah.
Big up Sophia. Big up Sophia though. Big up Sophia. So she's not here today.
I swear you was with her the other day, like on the live.
We're married.
Same room. Yeah.
We're married. That's what married couples do.
Everyone have a look at Betty's show she done today about
married,
Simon.
man.
She took the piss today. She done it. Finally she come out of the show and she said she thinks about transgenders. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'll have to listen to her.
Have a listen, bro. You're gonna love it. She killed you.
What she do? I'm Betty. What's that song?
What's that song?
She got the big heart and talk the truth.
She dead and buried her, bro.
Can I say? I don't know, but I was going to say something.
She's Betty, boy.
No, like that. She said breakfast show. She said breakfast show. I got the truth.
See what it is, yeah? What it is,
Sunday. Hallelujah.
Betty got angry because people in the comments start saying stuff like, oh, Simon is better looking than you, Betty, yeah? And Betty like just went mad, like, you really comparing a yeah, she said, are you really comparing a biological female, a born female that can bear kids to this? And then she went mad, well, you want to check it out, bro?
We'll watch it, we'll do a live reaction to it.
The other day, Betty was snoring with you lot as well.
Yeah, I know. I did say that we got the most, the best crew at Speaker's Corner.
Yeah, the reject
crew, the reject crew, the best crew. The weirdo crew, the weirdo crew running things around there.
Come on, the misfits.
We're so weird that we're still running things. That's the main thing. We're the weirdo crew.
Been running things. Where's your G circle?
We don't even need.
Where's your misfit
We don't need that. We're just weirdos. Our little things over there.
FLA circle.
That's our little.
Oh, Tommy.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
End up making us
I will say one thing though, yeah. I've said to these guys, like, all this silliness, like when they're going on these marches, F Muhammad this, and like, this is just stupidness. Like, I do understand why people have a negative impression.
I told you about that, didn't I?
That's the seeking, you just fighting. You're seeking.
Hold on. I told him
a towelhead, you know.
I told him to their face, yeah.
Remember that idiot call him a towelhead?
Yeah, and I told him.
Bring that brother here. I'm gonna grill him.
He's a little Jewish guy.
Man call him a towelhead. How you gonna let man call you a towelhead, bro?
Yeah, what do you want me to do to him?
Do that again.
Hot him up.
Or beat him up in front of the cameras?
Verbally hot him up the way you
I said to him afterwards.
What you do? The way you say bad the burger.
Start cussing him. Start cussing him.
But let me just say,
but you didn't.
Hold on. I'm an Islamophobe, so that's why I do it.
Yeah, so be a.
I'm not gonna be
a real Sikh.
Islamophobia versus
Rajaphobia. Hold on. Rajaphobia pays, man. Rajaphobia pays. That stuff goes mad. Why did you say that other day, yeah, that there's a new term that anyone that defends me, I'll big up to a man like. What's it, man like? There's a guy on your chat, I think his name's Man Like.
I don't know who that guy is.
Man Like or something, yeah? You said he's a Raj apologist.
A Raj apologist.
Just because he was defending me.
No, he wasn't holding his breath. He was just without holding his breath. But then the new information that we produced today about the...
Is it online? Is it online?
Yeah, but I'm going to do a show on it. He wasn't defending you necessarily.
He was being unbiased.
He was defending the connect to the DNA.
Yeah. So yeah,
remember who Man Like is? Man Like is one of the Christian guys. What's the Christian guys? He's one of these brothers.
Oh, is he here that goes to the park?
Yeah. So one of them Christian, Godwin, I think, is Godwin's brother.
Oh,
so obviously, Man Like the Christians have got their beef with the Muslims. You're going at the Muslims. Man, like, he's on your side.
Fellow Islamophobe.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That sort of debate, kind of.
Yeah, like go live.
So, but I think this is.
Big up, go live. Big up, go live.
Has he been phoning you?
He's
been phoning him
all night.
Go, fam. I'm telling you, yeah. I'm telling you, fam. Remember, the Islamophobes, they love to promote ISIS as the real Islam.
They'll say
they love that.
But can I say something? Can I say something? I'm gonna make a disclaimer.
They hate the chocolate Muslims.
I'm gonna make a disclaimer for Go Live, yeah. You lot. 1 second, yeah. Hear the disclaimer for Go Live. Go Live's a bad man. Let me drop that. Go Live's a bad man. Let me tell you why he's a bad man, yeah. He makes all of you lot shook here that this is what he believes in. But then he chucks that disclaimer in there, bro. He always does. You don't need to listen carefully, because what he always says is, I don't condone it in this country right now, but know that the black flag will rise. But what he means by that is, you know what he means.
Not
by
like
that.
your chocolate Muslims.
But for me, that's just political talking. That's just, you know, when you're dancing around.
But that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think he believes that.
You see, like Tommy Robinson, and I feel like a lot of them more extreme, like Andrew Chowdhury kind of supporters, yeah. I feel like they both know that the legalities of this country or the social implications for saying certain things can be detrimental. So what they do is they just tiptoe around here. They just do this, and we can all see them tiptoeing. And they do this. They put their foot a little bit over sometimes.
But I'll be honest, what he's normally
he's
referring
better than
to,
the chocolate Muslims.
What he normally refers to is end of times. Like when end of times is coming, before that there's gonna be wars and stuff that are prophesized, right?
That's why I don't get you. That's why I don't get you. You complain that 1 minute, 1 minute, Ron. You complain that Muslims are violent, Muslims are aggressive, and these things. And then
I love the chocolate Muslims.
And then when you see, no, you don't though.
I do.
And all the Islamophobes don't.
I want all of them to become chocolate Muslims.
Islamophobes confuse me.
Who are they? All the panel on your panel. Most of them are all chocolate Muslims.
No.
Nearly all of them.
You reckon?
They won't tell us the truth.
No, this is what it is about Islamophobes.
I think they're different.
Are you a kafar or not?
This is what about Islamophobes.
Are you a kafar?
They're different definitions. They're different definitions. If you're talking about,
I broke that down to you the other day.
I'm a kafar. I'm proud of it.
No, 1 minute.
We run things. The kafars run things. So why
If you say it in a
don't
derogatory way, man don't like it.
Oh yeah, I understand what you're saying.
There's 4 different types. There's the cover. A farmer was called a kafir. So that's one, and that predates the one after the Prophet, obviously. Then you got someone who knows the truth but covers the truth. Then you got someone who hasn't taken the shahada.
But he's not Muslim, basically.
In that sense,
he's not saying he's
Why do you take it so? Is it because of the negative connotation with South Africa?
Because some people say you fucking dirty kafir.
You don't like the way it's said.
Just say you're a kafir. That's it. We're gonna fucking dare.
No, but even
he's not Muslim. Simple, isn't it?
He's not Muslim.
But the chocolate Muslims say everything's cool.
No, they don't say he's a Muslim. They don't say he's a Muslim.
But
he's a Rastafarian, bro.
What they're not going to do, they're not going to go out of their way to be disrespectful.
You know what he's been saying about you, though? He's been saying you're a scholar of every religion. He goes, you're a scholar of every religion except for Rastafarianism.
I'm a scholar for any religion.
He goes, except for Rastafarianism.
He's a scholar of religion.
Are you going to have that?
Rastafari, remember,
He goes, you don't know about that.
This guy, no. This guy's doing what's called. He's doing Jukulia today. Jukulia.
I'm making a show.
He's doing Jukulia today.
This is going to be fire.
He's doing Jukulia today with a big Kurdish cheek. Jukulia means your shit straight and Kurdish cheese a stick.
Show PC Barnes that this is all peaceful.
Yeah, big up to PC Barnes.
Show him that.
Big up the Popo. And cops are the ops, so I'm kind of like a bit schizophrenic today. Nah, what it is, they're annoying me as well, yeah. They're being a bit silly, so I've got to say big up the police and say cops are the ops. It's the first time that I thought the cops are the ops. I was like,
in here they are.
Imagine that.
Then look what it is, yeah.
You ain't never been beaten by police. You ain't never been set up by police. Yeah, I ain't never seen all of the injustice, man.
No.
All the police done is say one thing to me.
No, it's not just that. No,
it's not just that. My whole life.
No, it's not just that. It's not just that. He said something, yeah, that started to make me think you're looking at my phone calls. I was like, that's why I thought. He said something about. He said like it sounds like he's listening to my phone calls and my text messages. So that's why I was like, the cops are the ops. I was like, damn man. But like when I was sitting by myself, I was like, yeah, maybe they're watching. Yeah, they do. I think they're overreaching their powers a bit when they start to go into my freaking messages. Let's leave everything else out of it. I'm going to go now anyway, but are you going to provide that evidence?
Yeah, 100%.
Are you going to chat to him?
Delil. Bring the Delil.
Yeah, we'll chat to Pat.
You're going to set up the show with him and Pat, yeah?
Yeah, I don't look. Obviously I went gunning for Pat because obviously I thought he was being a hypocrite, not because of his beliefs.
Yeah, we know that. You broke it down already.
What I'm saying, he's very patronising in the way he speaks to people. Yeah.
But just break it down with him innit, himself.
Monday we'll do it.
Yeah, I'll say to Pat, yeah, if you condemn IRA terrorism and the killings, not the pre-IRA when they're fighting for independence, that's different.
But like now,
yeah, I'm talking about now, like with the terrorism, then we're cool, yeah? But if he's not going to condemn that and condemn other people with the loyalist side, with the loyalist side, then you're a hypocrite.
In present day, if there's any terrorist actions now, he should condemn that.
Yeah.
But he's saying before you can understand.
No. Before it's a freedom fight. It's like all organisations like the Crips and stuff, and all of them start with the original good premise, but then they go into like bad.
Hey, Raj, this way you're behaving is good, man. Keep doing this. I know it's hard for you, man.
I know.
Try to get the bottle again. Bottle pila.
Oh my God, what's two with everything? You know, if me and
how many chugliya did I do today for you?
Oh, the chugliya. Just so that everyone knows in the future, this guy's a chugliya master.
But listen,
I'm gonna bring you a big kurshi.
Since
I'm gonna have a kurshi in my bag next time.
I changed the whole dynamic for him, and he's feeling much better now. So don't even try it, bro.
I'm mad that you changed the dynamic.
Look at that, bro. You're feeling blessed now. You're chilling.
I'm mad.
You're feeling blessed, though, innit? Right now, you're feeling comfortable. You don't need
I got a bollocking from the police.
You don't need the DFLA right now, do you?
I got a bollocking from the police. I gotta be nice.
You don't need no organisations to back you right now, innit? You feel comfortable.
I'm just saying I can go to. I'm just saying in
no, but
case.
right now, do you?
No, right now I don't need no one.
Because it's not about the violence, though. It's about him getting pushed out of the pub.
I'm just saying that safe to say bullshit.
You talk to 300 people.
Shit.
40 people are gonna come down.
You tell everyone fuck you, they're all gonna come.
Why are they watching me then?
Come on, what are they gonna do?
Why are they watching me?
But why are you telling them fuck you then?
They're turds, that's why.
Well, then they think you're a turd and they're coming to tell you about that. And
he's the king of the park.
That's what happens, isn't it?
He's the
so
king.
You can't say why they're doing that. He causes that. Now look now,
Sophia's the queen.
But if he goes on that vibe again, man's will gather and stuff.
Sophia's the queen.
The police should remove him if he's not in danger.
Even last time, let me say something. You know when I was removed, the police overreacted.
And they do
what they did, no, can I say something? The police overreacted. You know when I got removed from the... Can I say something? When I was over there, and they removed me, they made the situation worse because I didn't need to be removed. It wasn't even that bad.
What about when they removed me and stood you next to me outside?
Dude, I ran you round like Benny Hill. Then you was out of the freaking
Did anyone watch that video? Run me round, or was you running in front of me?
I was running around.
You was running in front of me.
And then I went back and I stood there for another 6 hours.
Right, you know you were shook in there for the frighteners.
Oh no, look at the size of you, for God's sake.
You get me, man, I didn't shook.
He was in my face like, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? And then I looked at his big hands. Oh, sorry.
The mic, sorry.
So then I saw his big hands and I was like, all right, I'm not going to be dealing with this, man.
What are you saying, Raj? You've been fantasizing over my hands, innit?
Let's get, yeah, I was, man. I was always like...
He said he's going to buy some whole cans for man. Yeah.
No, Simon, big up Simon. Oh my God, big up Sophia, I said Simon, oh my God. I'm sorry.
Hey,
it's like the same way that you say she sometimes. He said she the other day. He called Sophia she. He called Sophia she.
Hey, you said it.
You said she. You said it.
Oh, Simon.
Do you know him, yeah?
He sounds like
a Come here.
I'm an Indian.
I'm an Indian. Come here.
Crabs, come here, crabs.
Come here. He was holding a samosa for 12 hours.
Yeah, I heard about that. The man held a samosa the whole day.
12
and
hours.
He's about to eat it, and he goes, why is it so cold? It's not supposed to be cold. They kill him, man.
He didn't understand. You do understand when you buy something and you don't eat it straight away, it gets cold. All right. It went colder, yeah.
See what I'm saying though, yeah? Another subject I want to talk about in North Indian subcontinent history, yeah, is transgenderism and what your people think about it as well.
Oh, no. In terms of the...
The way you come here and say it's so good, I know if I went to your culture and your people, they'll be like, Aki, yeah? That's what your people can say, Aki, yeah?
All right, let me clarify something, yeah? There is Punjabi culture which is very misogynistic. Like he's Punjabi, I'm Punjabi.
Not just Punjabi, go to the rest of India.
No, especially Punjab and that North India, all of that area, the North Indians. So in terms of the culture,
it's different than his culture. Even though you're Punjabi.
Yeah. No, we're talking about transgender. I said they all think he's wrong.
All right, cool.
You're mad. It's alcoholic culture. You're crazy.
No, in this country.
You're crazy.
Wait, let me clarify. He's Punjabi.
You're grooming culture then.
Right, don't do that.
There we go.
Don't call me alcoholic culture. You're mad.
Right, don't do that.
How can you call me a criminal denier?
Yeah, but you're saying that my culture is alcoholic culture.
Let him talk about it, man, properly. He's saying it in a good way and you just come and give that shit. Come on, what's wrong with you?
Don't say grooming though. Why do you keep saying that? I don't like you, fam. How dare you call me a criminal denier, bro? I'm not grooming denier.
If you say alcoholic culture, then
No, but I'm saying...
Well, how are you comparing alcohol to grooming gang, fam?
He said Punjabi
that's a whole different thing.
with alcohol, yes or no?
Yeah, we do have a problem, but it's not.
That's what I said.
But where they properly?
Alcoholic culture is a bit extreme.
Yeah. Just let him talk for it. Don't give that straight reaction.
Yeah, I know. I need to calm down a bit.
Come on.
I've been good all day today, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Give me some props,
Go home on your live stream and do that shit.
I only got mad.
Yeah, right now contain yourself and go and do your shit at home, you get me? So go on, carry on. So what he's saying, Raj, is that in the Punjabi culture, there is a problem with drinking.
Yeah, there is 100%.
So speak about it,
100%.
and you speak about it.
No, not Punjabi Sikh culture, because not Muslims don't have that problem. So it's
I
Punjabi
think
Sikh
the ones
culture.
in this country do.
Yeah.
The ones in this country
Do
do.
they?
Yeah, a lot of young Pakistanis.
They do more strip and stuff.
No, but they have their drink culture too. They do. A lot of them do.
Yeah,
It's a big problem. It's a big problem as well.
the Muslims.
Yeah, but in terms of the transgender, we could talk about it in the future about.
Well, it happens in London, Bradford, everywhere.
In terms of Punjabi Sikh Punjabi culture, it's frowned upon. You can't go home with a girl as a transgender. You'll be kicked out the house. But in terms
what
of
do they look at it as? Abomination, right?
Kusre, I think.
No, but isn't it? No, alright, stop calling these people Kusre, no?
No, I'm saying that's what they would call.
Kusre are naturally born with two things, you get me?
Yeah.
So you can't compare Kusra to transgender.
I'm just saying that's what they were. That's
No,
what
that's
I
not what
they
we call them. We call them something else like.
What?
Gandaki,
Oh no, you don't say.
It's something like that, innit, bro?
They're all going to him, though, innit?
They would say something like that. They were not going to say, yeah, Kusra. They know what Kusra is.
Yeah. Sorry, Sophia.
Rod
I
slipped
really
up.
apologize,
He called
man.
you Simon for what you
Sorry,
really are.
They've been saying it so much, it freaking got into my head. But the thing is that I agree. In terms of the Punjabi culture, it's frowned upon totally, but the religious stance is slightly different, and I need to clarify.
Can you get into heaven as one of them?
I'll have to find out.
Yeah,
I'll have to ask God tonight when I go home. I
Depends
don't
on
know.
religion, though, innit?
I think even in Islam, if he repented, probably could. But you know what I mean? But I don't know.
Yeah, but
what
we
Sikh
want to
says.
eat the zakums.
What's her religion? What's Sophia's religion?
What's his religion?
What's Sophia's religion?
Sophia's religion is, I think she's an atheist, I think, from my understanding.
No wonder, man.
Yeah.
No belief in God. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No
but
purpose in life.
I'm looking forward to the zakums.
No afterlife, nothing.
Hey, I'm looking forward
Just
to the
die and be
zakums.
some bones and like food for the
zakum
earth and
fruits.
soil.
Oh, I'm going to go now. It's
Nutrients.
getting
Yeah,
late anyway.
atheists too.
Big odds, I need to go now.
Go on, blood. I'll let you go.
All right, look at this. He's doing so much juggling today, man.
Yo, big up
Juggling,
COE, blood. Big up DJ
big up,
Rizza.
big up. The Punjabis, we did it. We did the first conversation about Punjab. So well done.
Next
well
week,
done.
what are we talking about?
We'll talk
The
about
two theories, right? The theory about
Indian invasion theory, Aryan invasion theory, and thingy. What is it?
How was the depression talk you had today? Was it good?
Yeah, it was actually good, actually. I was talking about not
Are
drinking.
you still
and stuff.
affected by that?
Nah, not now, man.
You feel much better now? More confident and shit?
I wouldn't be here if I was thinking like that, man. You're mad.
You know, like people like me, yeah, I ain't gonna, not in a bad way, but it's very hard for me to even like appreciate and understand those things. Because like, you know what, I've never felt those things.
I know, that's the thing.
I think it's non-existent, but when I meet people that go through it, then I'm like, wow, it really is. You know what I mean, someone can be affected by it. So it's a, it's a big thing, man.
It can. I mean,
But
this
like
is,
when you don't go through it yourself, you think, oh, it's non-existent. That don't happen.
Yeah, but some
And then
people
when you
have
meet
a
someone and
very-
you see like, wow, how his personality changes and everything. You're
yeah,
like,
but some people have a very optimistic outlook on life.
Yeah.
Like my brother, yeah, I don't want to go into detail, but we've gone through a lot of problems that affected me. But with him, he's always happy, laughing. Like it could be a time like, you know, like something's going on, and I'm depressed, and he's downstairs laughing at a cartoon.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So not everybody deals with their kind of situations differently.
You heard about Tyson Fury went through depression and all that? The boxer.
Oh yeah. I think he's done a little talking.
He talked about it, yeah, man. He said I was suicidal, all that kind of stuff. And then now he fought his demons, and look, he's going to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world, bro.
Yeah, but this is the thing, we was talking about it earlier, that if you don't talk about it and you're too embarrassed, like I say, you know, the people that I used to hang around with, like you'd have a drink, you know, you know, you start talking about something about, you know, serious, they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
You understand? Like
they want to be happy and high.
Yeah,
They
so,
don't even know they're depressed. You see about the action.
yeah, they're
A lot
just
of
going
people
for the
will drink,
running
like,
through
they'll
the mills.
drink to hide the depression and all that kind of stuff as well. So
I gotta go now,
yeah,
man.
Chal, do your thing, man.
Yeah, cool.
To give you some room, yeah.
Yeah, always in the way,
We had you covered in there, Raj. You get me?
We're gonna have to talk about the Sanskrit though. You're gonna have to start learning
Yeah,
about
but not
that.
next week, though.
No, not next week. We do the Indian Asian imperial. I'm gonna go Matt Dees. I'm going Matt Dees. You wanna come with me? Come Matt Dees. I'll see you later on, big guy.
Man.
We'll do one more.
Content over everything. From your Come, man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
For creating you, for giving you, God has got to be your everything, because He's going to give you eternal life. Yeah, big up. So if you're going to get eternal life from God, if you obey Him in this world, why are you going to waste it? You got a couple of years to live. This is your chance to start worshiping. Because if me and you died, yeah, and there was a heaven and hell, at least I will go. I worship during my life. Do you understand?